Hello, everyone. Welcome to Have You Heard? And it's Yes Friday. And today's the day when we step out of our comfort zone and we listen to Machine Messiah from the 1980 Yes album Drama. And boy, was there drama. Just like Roger Dean's cover here, with the black cats chasing that looks like an egret, perhaps a white bird. There we are. And there's a lake and there's a huge iceberg and oh gosh, all kinds of Titanic references here. Was this the iceberg that destroyed the band? Well, no, it wasn't. It might have been, though. And of course, we all have our opinions, don't we? On drama. Here I have the 2004, I think it is, remaster. And we'll be playing Machine Messiah from Spotify on that, and that's the remaster that is available to us there. Well, here we are, the first Yes album ever without John Anderson. No more Rick Wakeman again. And Trevor Horn and Jeff Downes from Buggles join the band. I mean, what on earth could be any more ordinary? Dear me. Yes, the seismic events. But let's listen to the song first of all, and then we'll talk about the history, the what happened between who and the album itself, and all of the fallout. But let's listen to the song because it's a damn fine song. For all that has been said about it, I think this is a quintessential Yes song, really. But let's hear it and we'll see what we think afterwards. Okay, Machine Messiah from Drama by Yes. Yeah, it's coming.
Shows that summer has gone. Aging the doorways, resenting the pace of the dawn. All of them standing in line, all of them waiting for time. From time to win healer, the Machine Messiah is born. Cables that carry the light to the cities we build. Threads that link diamonds of light to the satanic mills. To see in every way. That Messiah, the mindless search for a higher controller. Take me to the far and hold me. Show me the strength of your singular eye. History dictating symptoms of ruling romance draws at the shores of the water upon which we dance. All of us standing in line, all of us waiting for time to feel it all the way. And to be the wet day, say that no hands maybe the change, offer the chance to finally unlearn our lessons and go to our stance. Machine Messiah, take me into the fire. Hold me, Machine Messiah, and show me the strength of your singular eye.
I didn't realise that Man in a White Car came so quickly after. Um, did you see me concentrating through that entire song? it's been a it's been a good few months since I've last listened to it. So yeah, I was just catching up a little bit. It was a long drive up to Scotland about, oh gosh, 6 or 7, 8 months ago, and I put drama in the car and played it on my old-fashioned CD player, and loved it. Really enjoyed it. but haven't played it since. Um, it's going to be really fascinating to see whatever comments we get in response to the video, to see what everyone thinks. Uh, I mean, the album did particularly well, really. In the UK, it got to number two. Not so much in the States. That it was number 18, which was the worst performing Yes album since the Yes album. However, conversely, the tour afterwards, um, the US sold out all over the show, and they did 3 nights at Madison Square Garden. I mean, they did very well. Meanwhile, back in the UK for that tour, they met a whole lot of negativity. Um, of course, it was because they hadn't told anyone that when they put the tickets up for sale that the lineup of the band had changed. I mean, that was a little bit naughty. But maybe they wouldn't have sold many tickets at all. But certainly the backlash from the UK tour was pretty devastating, and that was the end of this particular lineup. The lineup, which of course had started all because of John and Rick not getting on with the rest of the band when they got together with Roy Thomas Baker to do an album, or the supposed follow up to Tomato. Um, and Rick and John had written lots of music together, and they were all prepared for this album. And the rest of the band didn't like what they'd written. And in the end, famously, John and Rick went to a bar, drank a whole lot of Calvados, and decided to quit, and that was that. And then, so the rest of the band were going to quit as well, of course. And then Brian Lane, the famous Brian Lane manager, who had taken on Buggles as clients, got them into the same room. Well, he basically said to Trevor and to Jeff, "Do you want to jam with the three remaining guys, or the guys of Yes?" And there were three of them there. He didn't tell them that John had left. Loads of lies and smoke screens going on here. It's no wonder that there was drama. And so they were Yes fans, believe it or not. Even though video was killing the radio star, they were Yes fans, and jumped at the chance to jam with them, and took along a song, "We Can Fly From Here," that they considered too long and too intricate for Buggles. Uh, and they jammed along, and started wondering where John was. And John never turned up, but Brian Lane convinced them to do the rest of the album, and then go on this tour as well. Uh, yeah. Let's go back to the music. We've done a lot of history there. Um, it's very much a Yes song. Okay, you've got 1980 kind of sheen to it, and you can hear the new keyboards coming through, can't you? And I've always been a fan of Jeff Downes, with Yes, with Asia, whatever he's done. I think he's a really good musician, and I love his keyboards on this album. Um, and I guess that's the thing. It's kind of like a clash between the old and the new, the music on Drama. You've got the three guys trying to ensure that the album appeals to the Yes um, cognoscenti, the traditional Yes fans. You've got Trevor Horn and Jeff Downes, younger guys, bringing in the new wave of instrumentation, the new wave of technology and of writing songs, and it kind of clashes. Um, but I think I've said before that I think 80s synth rock or synth pop or whatever you want to call it fascinates me because I'm a prog fan, and I think that prog fans love technology and they love keyboards and they love synths and they love new sounds. And I can't imagine why um, many prog fans wouldn't actually enjoy synth rock from the 80s. I know I did. I'm only thinking about myself, of course, but or considering my thoughts in that. But I would imagine that that's the case. Anyway, the fallout was, of course, that they kicked out Brian Lane. Um, Jeff and Steve went off and formed Asia to huge success, and we must play some Asia songs in the future. Um, Trevor went producing. He started ZTT, got into production, and became a superstar producer with Frankie Goes to Hollywood and millions of others, and of course, um, 90125. And Chris and Alan formed Cinema, who then became Yes. Of course, John came back, Tony Kaye came back from the cold, and of course, Trevor Rabin came across from South Africa. And that will be our next tentative step in the Yes journey. We must get into the 90125 Big Generator Talk Union Anderson, Bruford, Wakeman, Howe era, where we ask the questions really: are yes, yes? Is this yes? Is that yes? Can Anderson, Bruford, Wakeman, Howe be called yes without Chris Squire? Does yes mean John Anderson? Does yes mean Chris Squire? Does yes mean them both? All these questions um, that sent us crazy, made us crazy, didn't they? What can you do? All I know is that reading up here, I read that Steve Howe said that he thought this album stands up with the best of Yes, and Jeff Downes thinks it's the best thing he's ever recorded. So there's a whole lot of pride, and it really is 10 minutes of really good progressive music. So that is me done talking about Machine Messiah and the whole drama of drama. Please let me know what you think in the comments below. How did you transition from 70s yes to 80s yes? Uh, it was reasonably straightforward for me. I was just hungry for more yes music. But I think it's easier at the time. I mean, you see the reaction channels, and I'm thinking particularly of someone like Nick and Lex, who love Yes, but they're at a stage now where they're listening to about four different versions of Yes at the same time, and they're confused. And I'm not surprised. At least we were able to live with the journey, weren't we? So you roll with the punches a little bit more when you're living it in real time. And so you're disappointed that they've packed up. Oh no, they're back together again. Oh, John isn't there. Rick isn't there. But I wonder what this sounds like. So you're intrigued and you want to listen and you want to see if there's anything there that you like. And I like all of it. Well, maybe there's one album I don't like very much. I haven't mentioned it here, and maybe one day I will, but I hate to be negative. But there is one Yes album that I don't touch with a barge pole. But we'll talk about that another day. Like and subscribe if you are new to the channel. We've got a Yes playlist below. We do Yes every Friday. There might well be a couple of yeses coming up in the not too distant future on our epic track review on Mondays, where we listen in depth to a longer piece. And we all know what those songs are going to be. And yeah, please have a look at all of our playlists, because we've 130 odd videos, and there's a lot of interesting stuff, I think, even though I say so myself. So I look forward to seeing you on the next video, which will be out tomorrow, because we do one every day. So until then, thanks very much for watching and have a great day, and I'll see you soon. Cheers, everybody.